All right, so in Vail Resorts news, so I've got to tread slightly lightly, but generally speaking, there's some old people out in
North Star,
North Star
California.
that have to pay for parking now, and they're bummed. They are very bummed, and they're suing Vail.
Yeah,
at least attempting to.
Yeah, well, we'll see how far this goes.
Yeah, we will.
But many were upset but two North Star season pass holders were so upset they filed a lawsuit on December 6th against the resort's owners, Vail Resorts. But this is the quote. I was surprised, as everybody had to be, in discovering after having purchased my season ticket for North Star that one of the main attractions was not there anymore. Attorney Stephen Kroll, 79, who filed the suit along with fellow Crystal Bay, Nevada resident Ronald Code, 77, told the Union, which was a newspaper.
Mm-hmm.
I believe people can change rules in advance. They can't do it retrospectively.
Right, and that's what they're complaining about. That's where their lawsuit is that they're claiming there is something wrong, more or less, with the fact that they all bought their season passes, and then Vail announced that the parking would be paid parking.
Yeah, and they're saying that it would be $2,000 in parking. I can't imagine that they would, at being almost 80 years old, that they're going that much.
Yeah.
This kind of sounds like the old man yelling at the cloud type scenario. Because paid parking, almost all the resorts, all the Vail resorts have paid parking.
Yeah.
It's been there, and it doesn't mean that there's no free parking. It just means the slope side. And what it is these guys either don't want to take a shuttle or they don't want to have to walk a little bit to get there is what it is. Like, I won't lie. I'm fucking lazy, and that's why I bought a parking pass at Copper. But it also makes sense for me if I need to go change a board out midday or something. I can just leave. I can pull up and leave my car right there. It makes everything easier for me. Mm-hmm. So I paid $300 for a parking pass that lets me park in every lot except for the one right next to American Flyer. That's the only lot I can't park in. And I've gone 27 days and parked in the Beeler lot probably 24, 25 of those 27 days. Mm-hmm. The Beeler lot weekdays is 18 and weekends is 25. That parking pass is paid for itself. Plus, I can have two cars on it, so I put my friend Bruce on there, and Bruce is there almost every day for work. So between the two of us, we're paying like 50 cents.
And that's the thing is where this is going to get shut down immediately because I'm guaranteed there's nowhere in any of the literature for the season pass that says that parking is included or that parking is part of your experience with your lift ticket. It's not. It never has been at any resort that I've ever been to. So, this is going to get shut down immediately because they can do whatever they want with the parking.
Yeah, they're going to charge $10 weekdays, $20 weekends for parking at the Village View parking lot, which...
There's literally, virtually no free parking at Vail, period.
No, not in the you have to go park on the frontage road.
Yeah. And
that's limited.
Very limited.
And that's usually full by 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Exactly. So they're not required to offer you free parking, period. That's basically the end of it.
But see, this is the quote from Deirdre Walsh, Vice President and General Manager of North Star, in a press release at the time. Through a conscious decision to control our parking resources, we expect to significantly reduce traffic flow on North Star Drive, which will ultimately improve our parking and transportation experiences for guests. So all they're doing is they're pushing people out to the Castle Peak lot, which is a little further out, to take the shuttle in. So you're probably looking 5-10 minute lot. I went to Steamboat this weekend. I mean, yeah, there's the Knoll lot if you get there early. That's right across the street. But you have to park down in the Meadow lot. So we pulled into the Meadow lot at 9:45, got our stuff on, and we were on the bus by 9:55, and we were at the mountain by 10.
Yeah.
So 15 minutes. And, 10 of that was us dicking around in the parking lot, getting our shit on. So I find this, just more this is the most quintessential white person problem.
Oh, it's such
a white person problem. Yeah, it sucks. You got to park a little further out. All last year when A Basin was on the Epic Pass, if I wasn't there early, I had to park in the overflow lot. Okay, yeah. A couple times I had to park in the way out lot too, way up there. Take the shuttle and I'm there. And
yeah, occasionally even living in Breck when I want to drive there and have my car, I have to go park in the airport lot, which is literally going backwards.
Yeah, that's going further from your house.
Yeah.
It'd be easier to take the shuttle.
Yeah. Sometimes we just don't want to wait for the shuttle. Reasons. There's reasons occasionally.
Yeah,
but
no.
Still, I do it. I don't complain.
No,
That's just the way it is.
What did he fucking do? I'm surprised, honestly, that they don't offer a season parking pass.
I'm sure they probably will next year.
Yeah, I think they're still figuring it out
because they do like they do for Breck, for like South Lot, North Lot. You can get passes. You can get full season parking passes for it.
Well, being a resident of downtown, we get a parking pass too, but that's a residential one. But it's only $25 a year.
Yeah,
and that's not a bad deal. But
no.
This is literally though such a white person problem, like an entitled, like I feel
entitled white person,
entitled,
yeah, for sure.
And I mean, you look at their age, and it's like these guys. You need to do. You know what, man?
We don't know you anything.
If you're really that hard pressed for it, go slip and fall on the ice. Get yourself a disabled fucking letter from a friggin' doctor so you can put a little thing on your plaque and then pull up, and then you get buffet parking when you get there.
There you go.
Right? That's what you do. I mean, fuck. I feel like this is such a waste of time, resources, money, versus just looking at, like, they're probably spending more than the $2,000 that they would pay for parking.
Oh, yeah.
Besides, these two sound old. They should carpool together because one of them might die while they're driving.
There you go.
Come on.
Yeah,
I get it.
You guys got to ski with lift tickets for $5. All right, I don't want to hear it.
Probably were less than that. They're probably paying us 75 cents a day. Fuck. Those guys are old enough to remember the fucking World War II. They were little, but they remember it. They remember Korea and Vietnam. Oh, this is a good one. From one of the from Kroll. I hope season pass holders that are as angry as I am with this happening will support our efforts here in terms of being witness if it comes to that. We're not asking for money, but just the moral support, and if we go to court, the physical support to back us up. I feel like these guys are going to try to go for a class action lawsuit or something.
That's what that sounds like. That's absolutely the verbiage that they're hoping for.
Fuck, yeah, I mean.
And what do they expect to get out of this?
You think that they're going to just suddenly not charge for parking?
Yeah, not happening.
I mean, I know Eldora backed down last year, but that's a small little mom and pop resort, and it was the first or second year it was on Icon. No, it was the first year last year it was on Icon. And they backed down. But I mean, you literally have 3 parking lots right there, or you could park in Truckee and probably, I think there's a shuttle. I think there is. I might be wrong. It's been a long time since I've been to Truckee. But yeah, I mean, you have shuttles. Like, I don't know, if you don't really like it, why don't you just buy a fucking condo in the base area and then you got parking?
There you go. Done.
I mean, you could always do what people do here. They buy a timeshare at Grand Timber on Peak 8 or Peak 7. Because as long as you're an owner, you can use the parking facility even if you're not staying there.
Yep.
So people do that for slopeside parking. So I don't know. I feel like these guys will probably die before it gets to court.
I don't even think it's going to get to court. I think it's going to shut down so fast.
Right. Well,
yeah.
To each their own. I don't know. Anyone that lives in California that rides North Star, let us know in the comments section if you're listening to this on Podbean or on the website, or you're watching this on YouTube, if this is something that like is actually a really serious thing. Because right now I just keep laughing about it.
Yeah, the info we can get, it doesn't really sound like this is that big a deal. I mean, especially because our experience is that's just the norm. That the lots right next to the mountain you have to pay for, and then there's free lots further away you shuttle in from.
Yeah.
But is it like that much of a disaster? Is it really going to cause that many problems for you guys out in North Star?
Right.
Let us know.